Hello, hello, welcome back. Another day of Apollo 7. I figured out the lock stump problem. I don't know if anyone who was here for the Great Lock Stump event is here again, but oh, my camera is doing things. Is it fixed? Yeah, there we go. So apparently I had a setting wrong, and yeah, that caused the booster to run out of liquid oxygen during boost. So that's why the lock stump didn't work. It is fixed now. I changed the setting back, and I ran the mission back up to the point where we were before. So yeah, the great lock stump incident. So yeah, I guess we just pick back up from here. Ah, wrong thing. External MFD. All right, wait for lock stump update. Yeah, I'll try and get some like elevator music or something for the starting stream music. All right, CM to accept. Accept uplink. Okay, checklist MFD. We know how to do an uplink. Thank you. Apollo 17. Nice. Yeah, Apollo 17 is really fun. Oh, no game stream. Thank you, Bob. There we go. Yeah, thank you for catching that. I just was talking and then started the game. Hoping to get through EVA 2 today. Nice. Yeah, I like Apollo 17. 15 and 17 are two of my favorites. Hello. Welcome in. All right, this is only the second stream, so all settings good, everything working, audio volume good, I guess. Okay, uplinks complete. 0, and bitrate low. A little loud. Okay, good to know. I adjusted my settings between streams. How about now? Can even turn it down a little bit more. Okay, that's good. Yeah, Windows and headset and OBS and Orbiter sometimes doesn't all want to play nice.
Apollo 7 Houston, 1 minute LOS Canard.
Ah, I skipped another one of the audio lines. I will try not to do that. I do enjoy the voice acting on Apollo 7. Hopefully we get a full-length stream today. Assuming there's no more weird things that come up, like the Great No Lock Stump incident. Probably, it's been in there for a while. I'm trying to remember if it was in 7, B7. I don't really remember flying an actual mission in NASSP 7, though. I think it was. Okay, now I need to. I'm sorry. We've got time here. We've got like 25 minutes before this lock stump. I need to look at the GitHub and see, was it in there? Here we go. Orbiter 2010. Sound. Apollo 7. Yep. It was all the voice acting was in there for Apollo 7 in NASSP 7. Yeah. And then go back in GitHub and figure out exactly what commits were in at that point. I've done that before, trying to back a problem or whatever. We're just looking at the black void of space right now. We're going to time warp a little bit. Yeah, we still have oxidized our pressure now, so that's good.
Apollo 7, this is Houston through the Huntsville. Standing by.
Through the Huntsville. Interesting. Never heard it referred to as the Huntsville, but you know.
Apollo 7, this is Houston Capcom. Go ahead and relay through the Huntsville your S4B tank pressure.
Yeah.
And again,
getting
just
back into
remind
streaming.
you,
Yeah.
call program 47 prior to the lock dump.
Yeah, like streaming. I don't really know what to do. I like want to make videos of stuff, but I don't really. Yeah, I don't know how to like. I don't know. Streaming is just easy because I can just like fly Apollo 7 on stream or whatever. Or, Minecraft or who knows what. I think next stream will probably be Minecraft. Yeah.
Apollo 7,
okay.
Everything looks good on the S4B.
2 minutes.
Go for the dump.
Normal.
And also for the data, they plan to dump the DSC over Mila, and we'll have a real fast evaluation on the voyage.
Yeah, we are all looking forward to Kerbal Toolkit. Oh, nice. That sounds fun. Yeah. Do they allow time acceleration in VetSim, or is it all real time? Yeah. Oh, no time. Oh, that's rough. Yeah, Bob, it's just so niche. That, I'm hoping, if I do some Minecraft streams, that I can maybe pull in a little bit bigger of just a general audience, and maybe some of them, a few of them, your 1/37th of a percent of people who are interested in this kind of content would stick around for the more technical streams, like the Apollo or Kerbal Space Program or whatever. If I can keep Kerbal Space Program from breaking my computer for long enough to stream. That is a big question. All right, 1:34:32. We should be getting the dump real soon here. Okay, question. This is just my science engineer nerd brain. What if you flew something like an XB-70 that can go triple sonic? Would that work? Or an SR-71 or an A-12? Oh, there's the dump. Aww. That's stinky. It almost seems like they had a rule for that specifically for people like me.
Apollo 7 Houston, we're reading your disk key.
Yep.
Looks like they're getting some Delta V.
We actually are picking up Delta V this time. I know, right? Fun Police at it again. I am going to time warp a little bit during this dump because it's pretty long, and I don't want to sit here for 12 minutes during the dump. We'll just do 5 times. Yeah, the real Apollo 7 had less than 3 seconds of oxidizer left at insertion.
Apollo 7 Houston, the dump appears to be proceeding normally.
And here in orbiter, our margins are even tighter. So it's, considering that one wrong setting, it's no surprise I wasn't able to make orbit without hitting LOX depletion. Where is my hat? There it is. That's 10 times. I probably should do 10 times during the dump. Got about 6 minutes left in this dump. Less, about a minute at 5 times time acceleration. No faster than Mach 0.8 to 0.9. That's sad. I want to go Mach 3.5.
Apollo 7 Houston, cold helium dump is initiated.
That's kind of a cool screenshot. I'm going to get that screenshot. Damn, 5, go away. Come on, take a screenshot. There we go. Yeah, Mach 6. All right, pictures. Ah, the limblings. I need to get that out of my main pictures folder because I get jump scared every time I open it. Yeah. I don't know. It might be fun. Like, I shouldn't have reset that. I should have seen. It would be fun if they would let you fly something like Concorde, because that's realistic. I need to get the checklist back up. But yeah, I guess they have that so people can't, like, do what I would do and load up the A12 and, you know. Mm. Yeah. And of course, if they allowed anything, X-Plane, you can build your own aircraft. So somebody could just build a scramjet rocket-powered monstrosity and do it at Mach 10. Which would be actually really hilarious. Delta Glider, yeah. Actually, in Orbiter 2010, with the Delta Glider 4, yeah, the Delta Glider 4 was the best. Because it had the autopilots. It was only Orbiter 2010, though, sad. But I set that up, because you can set that to, like, extremely just ridiculous levels of ISP. I set that up with extra fuel tanks and the highest ISP engines, and did a round-the-world flight over both poles at Mach 3.2, non-stop, non-refueled. It was pretty fun. Obviously not realistic, but you know what? Whatever. All right, 46:33. The dump will terminate. There we go. Dump is over. 30 seconds later. Yep. Pro. F-37, 0. EMS standby off. Oh, the ordeal. No. Huh. Wonder why. That doesn't seem like something that would really take, like, that much manpower to run. Yeah. That's surprising. Alright. Unstow the ordeal. I don't want to unstow the ordeal. Where's the click? There it is. Ugh. The ordeal. Display ordeal panel. Yep. Yep. Orb rate. Boo. I'll go ball 2 to orb rate. Earth.
Apollo 7, the passivization is complete, and you can terminate program 47 at your convenience.
Alright,
Apollo
168.8.
7 Houston, stand by and we'll give you a NASSP update for the program 52.
Yeah, I guess that's true, because you have to have somebody working all those control. Yeah, I didn't think of that. That's true. Alright, 168.8 plus 123 divided by 2, 146. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense, given all the work involved, that you don't want some goofball doing it at Mach 6. What was that number I just got, 146? It's been a long week. There we go. Yeah. Alright, we'll make a save. Interesting. Wonder what's gonna be going on next year with it. Get that NAVSTAR update real soon. Hey, the crew might have had a long week before launch. You don't know. Alright, NAVSTAR's 2 and 4. Actually. Moment. I can do 10 times. Am I in low bit rate right now? Yes. Yeah. Like, what kind of back-end, like, hardware do they have to have for that? Like, because that could be an issue. Just hardware overload. I've never really played VATSIM. I thought about it, but I never really got it set up.
Your stars for the P-52 are stars number 2 and stars number 4.
Also, I feel like a lot of the stuff I fly would be frowned upon in VATSIM. Duh, lighting glitch. Yeah, maybe like a server side issue on their end.
Apollo 7 Houston,
That
1
makes
minute
sense.
LOS Canary. We've computed a leak rate, and we find it to be 1/2 of the spec value.
We need to fix these ullage motors. The model is all goofed up. Or not ullage motors, the apps quads. We also need to make the ullage motors jettison. GNN optics power. We're gonna get some floodlights on down here. Off. Speed high. All right, now I need to go to 2D panel for this. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. You've got so many different connections. Yeah. Wait for sunset. Okay. What if I don't want to wait for sunset? Is my RTCC good? I think it is automatically on supported missions. Okay, it pulled the liftoff time. Yeah, and it pulled the RIFSMET. Or did it? Yeah, it did. I am so used to flying custom missions that I'm just like hardwired to check the RTCC after insertion, and you don't have to do that for these missions. Is my overlays working? Oh no, I don't have the mission patch. I need to remember to do that. 1 second. Fixing problems. Where's the folder? Here we go. I need to make this save. There we go. There we go. All right, wait for sunset. Can put checklist MFD back there for now. Sunset. All right. Optics mode 0. Wait 15 seconds. CMC. Ah, that's annoying. Yeah, people who don't really know what they're doing or don't follow proper procedure are really annoying in events like that. Star 2. That's even more annoying. It's like they're already working with technical difficulties, and then you just get idiots. Idiots in all their forms and fashions really annoy me. Come on. There we go, Mark. It's hard to get the stars lined up. In okay, and this is the wrong star. Star 4.
Apollo 7, this is Houston through Tananarive, standing by.
Ah, yeah, that's annoying. Yep, star 4. Yeah, I don't like it when things give your name without, like, you explicitly giving it permission to do that. Ah, things are happening. Ah, nice. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Ah, more sounds. Jump scares. What's that alert?
Okay,
Follow
7,
our goal.
we're going to give you a time hack at 40 minutes
Mark.
to go until separation in about 2 minutes.
So what we are doing right now, we are
and we have
working
the
on
GET for the pitch down maneuver and the inertial maneuver. So stand by to copy.
Yep. Okay, I think the voice is done. So yeah, so we're working on Apollo 7. It's the first mission of the Apollo program. And we are just...
Okay, GET of pitch down is 2 plus 4-2 plus 5-5. GET of inertial attitude, 2 plus 5-1 plus 1-0.
So yeah, so Apollo 7, and okay, I want to terminate this program. So yeah, we just finished the first platform alignment.
And we're going to give you a 40-minute time hack counting down so you can set your watch. Stand by, that's coming up.
And yeah, we're getting ready to separate from the launch vehicle. Op 0, 0. GDC align. So this is the secondary alignment source for the spacecraft.
30 seconds to go.
Pitch is like, what, 200? Hello, welcome in. Probably learn how to do the GDC align in the 3D. And I'm not looking forward to it.
4, 3, 2, 1, mark.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Counting down percent.
That should be the default, not something that you can request. Go. Yeah, I don't like it. I just do it because, like, it's easier for the GDC alignment. I know, 3D. Oh, I want 3D optics so bad. Alright, we missed a time hack, so... Yeah, I'm sure there will be. There'll be something. Alright, so at 2:15, we'll just go 35 minutes. And set it at... Yeah. We'll go... Okay, so 2:15 would have been 40 minutes. 2:17 should be 38. Um... 22. Is that right? Yeah, because if we take 20 minutes, which would be 40 minutes until SIP, add 2 minutes, that leaves 38 minutes, which would be 2:17. I hate mental math. Two, 1, mark. Okay, DET is set. Ah, nice. Yeah, I need to start doing it. Maybe I'll force myself to start learning it on this flight. All right, SEP is at 2:55 apparently. All right, and 220, the S4B will go to separation attitude. This is an auto maneuver. This is not something that I command.
Apollo 7 Houston, your 1 minute to LOS Tananarive. We'll pick you up at Carnarvon in about 8 minutes.
All right, should get that maneuver here. We'll go 5-1. All right, flight plan checklist should come up at 225. Ah, nice. How's my temperatures doing? Is my laptop breaking yet? (86°C). It's not great, but it's not on fire yet. Still got good frame rate. Yeah, it's not on fire yet. Yeah, I mean, it's a laptop, so... But yeah, not great, not terrible. Just showing in the CSM. Yeah, I love Auto P20. I am gonna be sad not having Auto P20 on this flight.
Apollo 7 Houston through Carnarvon. You will not need a state vector update, and you'll go for your S4B takeover.
All right, start. Oh, that's fine. That's right.
After you
get to
through
fly
with
the
your
booster.
S4B control test there, let me know when you arm your logic, and we'll take a look at it and give you a go for pyro arm.
I'm excited. We get to fly the booster manually for the control takeover check. Only time that was used in the Apollo program, as far as I know. 48. Herb 24. I don't know. MRLS maybe can tell me if I'm wrong on that. Pro. 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 LV guide CMC. Spacecraft control to CMC. Yeah. That's what I thought. I couldn't remember a time that they used it other than Apollo 7. All right, pitch down for 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Huh. Stop rate, hold attitude. 10 seconds. Come on, stop the rate. There we go. Yeah. Sometimes the older versions can just be pretty janky. All right, after 40 seconds, pitch up for 12 seconds. This is the first time I've flown Apollo 7 in quite a while as well. Yeah. Is this thing ever gonna... Is this an auto-execute checklist step? Oh, there it goes. Pitch up. Yeah, so we are literally flying the Saturn 1B booster manually right now. Stop rate. Roll left. am honestly not sure if that was left or right. The 8-ball roll kind of gets me sometimes. Stop rate. Yaw left. That's right. Stop rate. Yeah. That's left, right? It also doesn't help when your roll is 180. That just makes it more confusing. Stop rate. Elevate guidance to IU. And SCS. Alright, logic check at 34. There we go, we're back in the IU commanded attitude now.
And Apollo 7 Houston, you should be wrapping up your S4B takeover demonstration test about now. If you could give me logic 1 and 2 on, we'll have a look at it and give you a go for the pyro arm.
Yeah, it's just confusing.
After Carnarvon here, which we'll lose in about 2 minutes, we're going to do some remoting through Araya to get to complete this DTO.
It almost seems like one of those engineerisms, like the story about the early spacecraft where the astronaut went to fly it. And they get in there and go to logic on. Go to operate the controls, and the pitch control was backward.
You are go for pyro arm.
And they were like, you know, it's a great spacecraft, but you've got the pitch control wired backward. And the engineers are like, no, we're going to build it that way. What? Yeah, during rendezvous, it's like you're flying the target. If you push the stick forward, the spacecraft pitches up, which makes the target move down in the window. It's like you're flying the target. The astronauts, no. We're pilots. No. And one phone call to Deke Slayton in Houston, and that was fixed. Thankfully. Alright, pyro's armed. Yeah, for sure. It's instinct. Like, a pilot's instinct. Push the stick forward, nose goes down. Like, you can't... I don't care if the engineer thinks it's more logical. You can't override that hardwired instinct in a pilot's brain. You can't do it. Alright, we need to wait for the S4B to pitch down.
And Apollo 7 Houston through Araya. Araya 2 has us for about 10 minutes here. And then we'll pick up Araya 3 for about another 10 minutes.
Well, maybe I'll have to think a little bit harder about the 8-ball. Yeah, built by physicists. Yep, physicists and engineers. Yeah, Mercury and Gemini were built a lot more by pilots. And then Apollo was more engineers and physicists. Which in some ways is good, but I don't know. There's something about, especially Gemini, that's just, I just love that spacecraft. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, I can't explain that one. I can't explain that one. What is it? Pyrophoric moon rocks? You take your fist and put your hand over it. And twist your hand around your fist. your hand moves one direction. But if you look at your fist as a reference, it moves the opposite direction. You take your fist,
Hello, Apollo
put your
7.
hand over
This
it,
is Houston through
and
Orion
twist
3.
your hand around your
Standing
fist.
by.
Wait. My hand... Okay, that makes sense! Now I'll translate it to the 8-ball. Like, I get that you can either think of the spacecraft as rotating around the ball, or the ball as rotating around the spacecraft, but, like, which way is left? Okay, which left? Left on the ball or left on the spacecraft? Ah! So left is both left and right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Somebody's messing with me. Rolling spacecraft left. Schrodinger's left. Oh, okay. Rolling spacecraft left makes roll displacement arrow. So if I was at roll 0, so if the roll displacement arrow is here, rolling the spacecraft left would make the arrow go this way. Correct, Amaryllis? I know you're not messing with... I hope you're not messing with me. Okay. Okay. So then if I'm at roll 180, rolling left would make the arrow go left. Because it's on the other side of the ball, and that's the same direction. Awesome! Quantum left and right. No! I don't want quantum superposition in my spacecraft attitude. Oh, okay. The booster's pitching down. That's good. That's good. I need to fix the ordeal. It got out of sync very fast. Yeah, that's actually not that far off. Okay. Hey, I learned something today, chat. Okay, booster inertial. Okay, so I guess that checklist just isn't called. I will report that. Copy. Checklist never calls the sub-checklist. Alright, I'm just gonna have to call that manually. CSM LV separation. It's not under mission-specific procedures, is it? Nope.
And Apollo 7, we have the pad for the phasing maneuver.
You prefer to just go with the flow of whatever the spacecraft wants. Well, sometimes the spacecraft doesn't want what I want. That's when we argue with each other. P47. Main AB. Rate 2. RCS activation. Tape recorder off. I can also get my cue cards set up. I never fixed them after the incident yesterday. I love the cue cards. That's one of the best additions visually. Well, among many other things, but, you know. Almost KSP, yeah, KSP dev. Come on, we want Kerbal Toolkit, please, please, we beg you. Yeah, I get it. KSP dev is terrible. EDS power on. Delta V. DET stop. Reset. Why did it have me stop and reset that? Yeah. Yeah, I could be talked into a lot of projects for NASSP, especially if somebody was paying me. Somehow the whole this is a lot of work becomes a little bit less relevant. CMRCS logic on. Rate low. Yeah, rate low. Well, yeah. Oh, mobile data. Yeah, the AOH is a big document too. At least you've got it downloaded. Okay, 254.50. I'm gonna get the DET going again. 20 minutes isn't terrible, but it's like still a long time. 8, 7, 6, 5. We'll start the DET at 4 minutes. Yeah, when I go home from school for breaks, I'm on mobile internet, and it's pretty painful. Mark? Oh, yeah. Yeah, because it like loads the PDF directly, so it has to pull a ton of data. $54.50.
Apollo 7 Houston through Hawaii, minus 1 minute until SEP.
$54.50. EMS normal. RCS command on.
Translation. Rotation. Translation.
Houston, we've got a good separation.
Alright, we are off the booster. Direct power 1 and 2 off. Yeah, that's probably the most similar one to our command module.
Rotation. Translation.
Yeah. What was the time on this? Eh. Pitch to Excel command.
Rotation.
Hello, welcome in. Pitch up at 180. Pyro arm safe. Should be seeing the S4B here soon. There it is. We see the booster. Pitch to rate command. Omni Alpha. Roll left 60 degrees. We've got a yaw rate going here. Fix that. Roll left. Okay. So if I want to roll left, that means the needle would go right, but that means it goes left here. Like this. I think. Roll left at 2 degrees per second. Hey, that's right! I learned something! So I need to go right there. I love learning things. Learning things is so much fun. Read command.
Translation.
Oh, something happened. Yeah, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. We are just working on Apollo 7, which was the first mission, first crewed mission of the Apollo program. Yeah.
Rotation.
Yeah.
Translation. Rotation.
Oh, we are drifting a little bit.
Rotation.
Yeah, so we have just separated from the Saturn launch vehicle, and we are flying formation with it right now. Hey, look, I like learning things. I don't like learning calculus, okay? Calculus is icky. Calculus is evil. Get that roll a little bit closer. Ugh. Yeah. I don't know. I'd rather not learn calculus in general. Alright, we're gonna time accelerate just a little bit here. To 303. We are drifting in roll. So right now we are just, yeah, all the programmers did the calculus. Yeah, so we are just flying formation with the booster right now. And the purpose of this test was on later flights, you'd have a lunar module to dock with. And obviously we don't have that on Apollo 7. But they wanted to make sure that you could, no, astrodynamic, no, I don't want to hear about that. No, no, stop. Yeah, they really had to do a lot of that because the AGC just doesn't have the computing horsepower to do that kind of thing. Yeah, so obviously on Apollo 7 there's nothing to dock with here, but they wanted to test out the crew's ability to fly formation with the launch vehicle, turn around and potentially dock with something for later flights. So there's our spacecraft and the launch vehicle. Nice. All right, at 3 hours, 3 minutes, we'll start the next checklist here. Tape recorder off. PCM low bit rate. EDS power off. EDS power. TVC servo power. ARM. Logic. EDS 1, 2, and 3 open. Logic, main A and B off. Circuit breakers. RCS logic. CM RCS logic. And pyro arm circuit breaker. Yeah, those are on panel, this panel. Yeah. Standby off. Terminate P47. Launch vehicle is still out there. We're doing a separation burn to get away from that here shortly. COAS power off. LV indicator GPI. ET stop. Reset. Change damp load. 24.
And Apollo 7 Houston, we have that update to the maneuver ready to read up when you're ready to copy.
The voice lines actually do sync pretty well. AC roll off.
Okay, it's a phasing maneuver. 003, 20, all balls. Noun 82, NA.
There we go, phasing pad.
41 plus
Just get a screen
1224.
snip of that.
00057 32538. Noun 48, NA. 0 plus 16. And roll, pitch, and yaw are 183-299-002. Remarks: SEF, heads down, retrograde, -X thrusters. You should be in your retro attitude by 3 plus 16 plus 30.
Phasing. Yep. Okay. EPS monitoring check. Surge tank. Yeah. Yeah, because it reads off the, like, actual from the transcript. Tank 1. Surge tank. I like surge tank. It would be really cool if we were able to implement like a text-to-speech engine that could actually read out maneuver pads. Maybe that's a V9 thing, because we can do a lot more braking changes once V8 gets released. Yeah. Obviously, it would still be an option to like either have it read it or print it to the screen. But then for nerds like me who print out, you know, physical documentation, you could fill out a pad form. That'd be really fun. It'd be fun until you get one of those times in the mission where time is really tight and they have to read you like 8 pads. Like LEM activation.
And Apollo 7 Houston, we expect to see some non-propulsive venting up near the front of the S4B between 3 plus 08 and 3 plus 09.
Checking all the voltages and amperages. Yeah. Is it laser or inkjet? we can't do this check because those circuit breakers are closed. Oh, inkjet, no. Yeah, inkjet, that's rough. Alright, pyro bats are good. Yeah, like, laser printers are just so expensive up front, but honestly, not really, though. But the ink is, or the toner is so cheap. Inkjet, they just... I think it's intentional for inkjet printers. Perform phasing maneuver. I know, right? Especially if you're printing in bulk. Like, they're just so fast, too. You can print, like, 20 pages in the time that an inkjet printer would do, too. Like, I mean, there are fast inkjet printers, but yeah. Let's get the maneuver pad up here. Yeah. Pitch, roll pitch, 183. 298. Plus 2. $10. 3105. It's verb. I think it's noun 35. Nope. Noun 36. Yeah. 312.43. Okay. Ah, what? No. It's noun what? I need to look it up in the book. Oh, the entire Apollo 11 flight plan on an inkjet. Oh, wow. Yeah, I printed the Apollo 11 flight plan, but it was on the school laser printers, and it only charged like 4 cents a page. But I felt so bad because some poor student came down to print their homework, and I was about 250 pages into the 360-page flight plan, and it was one print job. I was like, I'm sorry, this is a big print job. Now I'm 34. Darn it. I was 1652. Okay. That's fine. We're gonna time accelerate a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, laser printers are just much better for it. Where's the launch vehicle? Where did... Oh, there's the booster. Nice.
And Apollo 7, in about 1 minute, the booster should start its retrograde maneuver.
It puts it in the hatch window. That's cool. It's almost like they thought about these attitudes ahead of time.
Houston, we've got about 3 minutes to go to the phasing maneuver, and just confirm that you are set up for roll, pitch, and yaw.
320. I'm gonna set the DET for this. Booster jump scare. Mark. At 1 rate 2, we need to go back to SCS. Wait for S4B retro maneuver. There it goes. Booster jump scare. S4B retro maneuver. Delta V set VHF range. Delta V cutoff. Minus 1.8.
Okay, I'll give you a mark at 60 seconds.
Yeah, that'd be fun. It can be hard to target the S4B.
1 mark. T minus 60 seconds.
Oh, I need to get P47. Ah! I'm not gonna get the CMS set. Come on, come on, come on. It's what, 1.8? Yeah. Delta V. PCM bitrate high. 30 seconds.
Minus 30
EMS normal.
seconds.
Translation.
Translate minus X until EMS reads 0.
Rotation. Translation. Rotation.
10
Translation.
seconds.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We're burning. Go.
Rotation.
Pro. 00, enter. That's functional off. Off standby.
Translation. Rotation.
At deadband max. Wide deadband at hold for 10 minutes.
Apollo 7 Houston, you can go ahead and terminate program 47 if you want to.
Oop, I already terminated it. Yes, we will. I believe tomorrow we'll be back at the S4B. Tomorrow, flight day. When is the rendezvous take? I can't remember. We'll definitely be back though. Alright, wide deadband at hold for 10 minutes. On the DET. Rate 2. Direct power 2 off, bit rate low. We'll make a save here. There's the booster out there, headed away. Time accelerate a little bit here. Inverter changeover. AC2 preset off. Inverter 2 off. That's not that. That's that. Main B. Off. On. AC reset. Yeah. Did you guys ever figure out what the issue with the CO2 was? Okay. AC2 reset off. Inverter 2, main B. Inverter 2, AC2 on. Oh, why do we have two inverters on at the same time? That's not good. ECS missed. Yeah, probably ECS missed configuration. You're not supposed to have this configuration with the two inverters on at the same time. Maybe this is the procedure where they learned about that. Inverter 3 off. Off. Paradox, if you're still here, what is the keybind for slewing the ordeal? I cannot remember it. $164.5 plus Alt 0. Okay. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Thank you. 29.1. 147. Alright, we're going to try and adjust this and the VC. Pro. Verb 83. Oh, yeah. Thank you. 97. Alt. Ah! There we go. 97. No, it's slow. $98. Alt. There we go. 99 now. Okay, that's close enough. It is not a precision instrument anyway. Make a save. Time warp to 4 hours. Roger. Yeah, I think that sounds like a good plan. Soup compressor to other compressor. Reg B close. O2 flow did increase. I find the issue persists. Yeah. Yeah, that's probably a good plan. I mean, obviously it's the simulator, but yeah, IRL, that sounds like what they would do. I appreciate that you're going the extra mile to follow the IRL attitude towards failures and issues. I must admit, I sometimes don't do that. Rig A open, both. ECS indicator secondary. Secondary coolant pump, AC1. Secondary cool evap to evap. All right, so at 4:01:50 we turned it on. So at 4:06:50 we'll turn it off. No, that's good. That's the attitude you should have for this sim. Secondary coolant. Yep. Reset. One minute. So 70, so 8:02. Go. ECS prime. Secondary coolant pump off. Evap H2O. That's on this goofy panel. Off, close. 4:20. We just skipped past some stuff. Check pyro circuit breakers. Open. Okay, yep, that's why I skipped past them. 4:31. Wait for S4B nav update. S4B nav update. There we go. I think we're through all of this stuff with voice acting. Type of bias check.
Translation. Rotation.
Rates need to be less. Now. Start. 16, now 21. So now we are checking essentially the bias on some of the guidance and navigation equipment. All right, at 4:16, we can time warp a little bit. All right, at 4:15 or 4:16, key verb. All right, 11, 10, 7. Actually, I'm going to record this because it tells me to record it. Zero, 0. Stop. Reset. EMS bias test. Delta V, normal. Wait 100 seconds. Can also warp a little bit for those 100 seconds. All right, 445. Next maneuver pad. We'll time warp. Am I at high bit rate or low? Low bit rate. (6-4) deorbit. Okay. So this is an abort pad for if something went wrong and we had to come home now. Or in the next few orbits. (6-4) retrofire. All right, now we'll get a maneuver pad. We got that, a state vector, a target load, and an entry refsmit. State vector, target load, refsmit. How's OBS doing? Doing good. How's my laptop doing? Still 86C, okay. Not bad. Another up. I think this is the refsmit. Oh, we're flying over Houston. I think. Where is Houston anyway? Is this Houston? I need to. Yeah, there's Houston right there, I think. That's Galveston Bay, I think. Clear Lake. If I was actually an astronaut, I'd live right down there. Of course, I'm sadly not actually an astronaut, so I don't live there. Although I guess it's good that I don't have to live in Texas, because it's hot and sticky there. Yeah. I'd rather not deal with the hot and sticky. Wait, why operator error? What the heck? Okay, so that uplink failed. Let's retry that uplink. What? Yeah. Okay, let's try that. Oh. 1638. It's not integrating a state vector. Oh, it's integrating a state vector backward. Yeah. Yeah, uplink say no. Yeah, computer unhappy. I'm gonna have to repeat that uplink. because it gave me a ref SMET. Yes, I am ready for uplink. This is why I like verb 96 terminate state vector integration. Let me find the actual definition. Terminate integration and go P00. You can't has uplink. Hopefully this one doesn't break. Yeah. Verb 996. We invented 3-digit entry on the disky? I jest, of course. Nah, you're good. I knew you meant verb 96. I was just being funny. See, this is why I like getting my own uplinks with RTCC, because we don't have this kind of problem. Yeah, 3-digit verbs. Now we need N-digit verbs. Come on, RefSmet uplink. All right, RefSmet. Fingers are crossed, chat. Come on. I actually just had that on my latest custom flight with the latest branch. It didn't hit enter in the LEM. Okay, uplink sequence went in that time. I guess I just got really unlucky and the computer decided to integrate the state vector while the other uplink was coming in. Yeah. That's not a problem. You just either, in this case, run the uplink again if it does that, or just hit enter. Yeah, computer said no. Overboard drain dump. Okay, are we going to be able to see it? I don't see it out the window. I see it there, okay. So it does work. Interesting. I'm trying to see it. I can't find the constellation Orion. Wait, I actually tried to see it on Apollo 11 when I was low on SPS. It might be that the particle effect doesn't shift with the center of gravity like it should. Because whenever I'm low on SPS fuel, I can't see it. Which would shift the center of gravity. Huh. Alright, 5 hours, gimbal check. Retro, or what the heck? I've never seen this pad before. Okay, we'll copy it. Yeah, I like the constellation Orion. Retro orient. Is that the 6-4 thing? Interesting. I know it works because I've seen it. I'm sure the checklist will tell me. Yeah. I think it worked in old versions. Maybe not. P30. That's not the right pad. There it is. No. Where's my 6-4 pad? Oh, 6-4 retrofire. I cannot see, apparently. Sort by date modified. There we go. Okay, verify 6-4 TIG. 857.4707 minus 315.40. 379. Okay. Yep. Pro. JHP. Yep. Zero, zero. Enter. EMS delta V test. To be set. 1586.8. Hey, almost perfect. Delta V test. Okay, I should not be clicking around in settings right now. Go back. Okay. EMS standby. Off. Oh no. No. My audio hasn't been double all stream, has it? Oh. Yeah, that would be awful if you couldn't slow it slow. Okay, good. I was afraid, but yeah. Wait for sunset. Yep. I bet. Yeah, I haven't flown 7 in probably literally 3 years. So this is basically a new mission with the new checklists at this point. Pro. Alright, new ICDU angles. Pro. Pro. 405. Why 405? It's probably mad. Let's check the book. I think 405 is no star pair. Yeah. You know what, computer? You know what, computer? I don't care that you don't think there's a star pair there, because there is a star pair there. We'll go. Let's go 30 and 37, I think. Yeah, 30 and 33 works. Yeah, computer say no. Computer doesn't like me this run. The uplink and then this thing. Last time it was the lock stump. I need minimum impulse to damp some of these rates. Much better. Mark? Star 33. Manual. I think minimum impulse is uncoupled jets. About to pass out. Yeah, it's been a week. I technically school is still in session for me until Tuesday, but none of my classes have class session, so I am going home. Four balls, what? Not bad, not bad. Yeah, I don't know. I may be able to play at home. I'll have to see how good my internet is this time. Seems every time I go home, the quality of the mobile internet at home changes. 0. Don't worry, we'll play stationaires. It's just Thanksgiving break, so worst case it's, you know, what, through next Friday, I guess. Because no, I don't know. Oh yeah, out to the deep core miners, or where the site of the deep core miners. Yeah. No, 8-ball errors. That's 10, 120, about 125. That's not 125. 62. That's 235. What am I thinking? Uh, 220, 230-ish. GDC is aligned. I also need to update the ordeal. I think we're in integration again. Yep. 149. $150. All right, 545. P40. Circuit breakers. At deadband min rate low. Limit cycle on. Pitch and yaw rate command. CMC. Main bus ties. Gimbal pitch and yaw start. Clockwise.
Translation. Rotation.
No MTVC. Pitch trim. Minus 73. Minus 0.2. Yeah. Neutral. Enter 204 Pro. Monitor GPI response. Oh, we can watch the engine move. Yeah, I love watching the engine. All right. Main A, main B. Limit cycle off. Gimbal motors off. TVC servos off. Main bus ties 2 off. 2. Attitude deadband max. Off. Off, off. DET stop. Reset. H2 purge line heater on. All right, at 6 hours, D retro attitude check. Oh no, they're having me maneuver an Excel command. You know what that means. I need to actually be really careful not to use too much fuel.
Translation. Rotation.
Roll 180. Pitch 133. Yaw 0. Pitch 133. Fuel cell purging. Fuel cell purge. $12.20. $12.25. $14.25. $14.30. $16.30. H2, 1640, 18. The numbers I'm reading out right now are just the time on the mission timer that the event fuel cell purge will be complete. 1905, so that's 1925. $30, 2050. New follow. Oh, you're right, I do. Let's see. I've got like 9 minutes. I wonder if I could set that up during stream. Community, maybe? No. Content? No. Not moderation. It's on the stream dashboard. I think that's where I am. Creator dashboard. Home. Creator dashboard. Okay, hang on. Don't know. I did a thing. Creator manage goal. Here we go. There we go. I think that worked. Yay! Yeah, the take auto level up. Oh, manage goals. There's a button for it right here. Manage goals. 25. Okay, did I accidentally add 2 though? Is it duplicated? That's what I don't know. No? Okay, cool. So it shows as goal of 25. Okay, this one can't duplicate. Cool. Yeah, I'm known for accidentally duplicating things that hypothetically are not possible to duplicate. So, yeah, I remember one time I was, can't remember what I was doing. Oh, I was trying to pull some changes that I'd made to a Git branch from one of my Git branches into another one of my Git branches, right? I don't know how, but somehow I overwrote all of someone else's branch. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know how I did it that time, but I merge committed a bunch of stuff into the other guy's branch. These branches are write protected. Like, you can't write to someone else's branch without them approving it. But somehow, I managed to, like, wipe out this branch. And this is in GitHub Web, by the way. This is not like command line Git or anything crazy. This is in GitHub Web. I don't know how this happened. I did not make that PR. I did not. All right. Okay. Yeah. Git rant. I hate Git. I have beef with Git. Git rant is over now. Yes, this was the start of the Great War against Git and its existence. H2 purge line heater off. Night retro attitude test. We do Excel command. Right 2. Ah, we get to do another high-speed maneuver. 181, 355. I know. I mean, you can download branch, but like you have to like do building stuff if you just download the branch. 335. We can time warp a little bit during a maneuver. $335. Yeah. Limit cycle. Wait, limit cycle is supposed to be on. Night retro test. It's so hard to see the freaking horizon. Okay, we're in attitude. SE would be systems engineer, I believe. If I remember correctly. I mean, maybe. I guess I mean, it depends on lighting. Honestly, systems engineer might fit better because the lunar module pilot doesn't pilot anything. I mean, it fits, like, the lunar module pilot doesn't pilot anything. $7:30, Dawn suits. How's my laptop temperatures doing? 86C. Yeah, that's true. Systems engineer, what the heck is that? Ah, yes, Doff and his PGAs. Yeah. I mean, honestly, like, I mean, in the early days of Apollo, like, they let the astronauts name their vehicles whatever they want. And then they started getting more picky about it with 11. Because we had Spider and Gumdrop, and then Charlie Brown and Snoopy. And I just think the NASA Public Affairs Office wanted more dignified spacecraft names was, I believe, the exact wording. But hey, I like those kind of spacecraft names. They're fun. Yeah. Hey, I like it though. I think those names are really good. I can see why NASA Public Affairs wouldn't. Yeah, quit having fun, real. Yeah, in my latest custom mission, I named both spacecraft after Firefly references, the TV show Firefly. If you haven't seen Firefly, go watch Firefly. But yeah, I picked Firefly-related names. I know. In the 19th Titanic. Are you trying to give NASA Public Affairs a heart attack? Oh, yeah. I wish they had never, like, because after Mercury, they quit letting the astronauts name their spacecraft, and that's just, no, you shouldn't do that. Like, pilots can name their aircraft, like in the military, you know, like, you name ships, you name aircraft, like, you should be able to name your spacecraft, you know, like, I don't know, annoying. Okay, CDR power off. It's panel 10, isn't it? Yeah. Center cabin flow. Suit flow. Yep. Okay. LMP off PGA. Ah. Power off. For 3 unsuited, cabin flow. Or full suit flow for 3 unsuited. Wait for block data 2 update. Can I get 50 times without causing the SES to flip out? Looks like it. What's that? What's that? Transient O2 flow high. Yeah. Probably just like a transient O2 flow or something. I need to figure out how to add like sound alerts or something so there's like a way people can play the master alarm sound. That would be evil but funny. Yeah. Isn't there a way to fix that? Apollo 13. No. Yeah. That's fair. I just pull the master alarm breaker. It'll quit bugging you. Yeah. Yeah. You're dedicated enough to perform an abort if the CO2 problem continues, but not fix the scenario. Yep, yep. All right, 10 hours, 30 minutes. We'll get this next pad. The constellation, you, Ryan. That's one of my favorite Wally Schirra sayings. I think that was Schirra. All right, block data 2. Copy that. Yeah, that's true. Block data 2. I'm really hoping M2 SSDs go on sale Black Friday, because I am almost out of storage on this laptop. Nice. Yeah, custom missions are so much fun. PGF AMA duplex. Don't forget to iterate your LOI time. PHF AMA simplex. And rate 2. Limit cycle off. Rate low. Non-essential bus, main B. H2 stratification check. I think this is one of the things that's been implemented since I flew this. Is that saving? Yeah, it's saved. There we go. $11.40. H2 heaters off. Oh, H2 fans off. There we go. Okay. I have not seen Mars entry. I've seen Earth entry. Does he have a Mars scenario now? That's awesome. Wow. Does the autopilot do the entry to soft landing? That is so cool. Okay, I have to go check out that add-on. I might just do that after stream. That's so cool. All right, H2 pressure under 230. All right, so when it comes out of the green. Yeah, that guy is like a genius at making autopilots. All right, there is 230 psi. Heaters on. Tank pressure 260. That is so cool. $18.10. $19.10. $20.10. $21.10. $22.10. Okay. Everything back to auto. Wait for sunset. Sunset. Deadband men. Two. Off CMC. Two, option 3. Star 7. Ah, found a star pair. Mark. Mark. Enter 00. Correct, high 0. GDC line. $190-ish, 187. Yeah. Pitch needs to go all the way around to like 95. Wonder if we're gonna get to the first SPS burn tonight. Nah, I don't think so. Come on. GNN optics power off. At deadband max. 1305. Nice. How are the residuals? Residuals. Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'd say that's a good burn. VHF AMA off. B simplex. I bet they are. I bet they are. I bet I'll be finding out about them too. VHF AMB off. A simplex. H2 purge line heater on. 1340. Okay, I want to look at something real quick. Prepare for duplicated audio, chat. We may get that here for a minute. If everything doesn't break. Good. Okay, I need to copy, bookmark this link. Wait, where did it go? Save. There we go. And I need to bookmark this. Is that working? I think it's working. I think it's working. Okay, okay. Nothing's broken. No duplicated audio. All right, 1340, we'll do another fuel cell purge here. So this is just essentially cleaning out the fuel cells. Impurities tend to build up in them over time. So you just run a very high rate of reactants of the fuel cells, and that like flushes out the impurities. Oxygen, 40, so 4210. Where's the thing? Oh, there it is. Master alarm. That's because the oxygen flow rate exceeded the, which just makes sense because we're purging it. 4425. 4430. The 9-engine New Glenn variant. I have not seen the new 9-engine New Glenn variant. You would follow the 17 procedures. Interesting. Is there like a link to that or anything, like an image of that? You should be able to post the link in chat. I don't think a bot will kill you. Now we're purging the hydrogen, which is the other reactant. 4655, so 4805. 4815. No. Yeah. 4815. 4815. Let's see. AEA, that shouldn't be a problem. Interesting. Wow. Interesting. Whoa. That's a large launch vehicle. What? Contact sales. Yes, I'd like to buy 7 new Glens, please. What's the fairing diameter on this thing? 8.7 meter fairing. Wow. That's a... If they can get that working, that's a significant capability. Yeah. Hi, that was almost perfect timing for this fuel cell purge. 4815. Wow. That's a significant payload capability. 20, 40, 49, 40. $48.50, $49.50, $50.10. No, $51.10. 14 direct to GTO. Wow. That doesn't include a circ burn, does it? Wait, 20 to the moon, 14 to... That does include... Wow. That's crazy. So they obviously have significant restart capability. That's crazy. It almost feels like Starship might have a competitor. I don't know what their pricing looks like. H2O quantity, select waste. Yeah, we definitely did dump it. Dump A. Alright, can we see this? No. Yeah, it's not out there. If we go to external view, it's definitely there. Okay, 14-16. Wait for phasing maneuver 2 update. All right. Are we gonna get phasing? No soon. Is that that's save? Yes, 1455. I'm always a little bit distrustful of the MCC. Second phasing maneuver scrubbed. Fail. Okay. .2005. Wait for sunset. We get some time to just time warp here. How's my laptop temperatures doing? Still 86C. How's the stream quality doing? Because Twitch says it's unstable, but I don't know why. Because OBS says it's fine. Am I dropping frames or is it good? Like the stream quality. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why OBS says it's fine and Twitch gets mad because I don't know. Because yes, I guess. You think it's on your end? Okay. Let me pull it up here. Channel. Let's turn the quality up to 1080p. I mean, yeah, I guess it's fine. LBHR was doing a dance. Hmm? Okay, I'm gonna go back to Oh, yeah. It just does that. I guess the O2 flow simulation just gets a little bit wonky. All right, back to warping. Why am I going 0.1 speed? There we go. Yep, it's back to doing the dance. See, if we go to external view, we can't see the dance. Genius. Genius, chat. If you don't look at the gauge, the problem does not exist. Now I have to go back inside because it's nighttime. Out of sight, out of mind. Exactly. I can actually, speaking of out of sight, I can put the covers up there. Almost there. 20 hours, 5 minutes. All right, wait for sunset. All right, sunset. at 1 rate 2. Yep, alright. I need to roll.
Translation. Rotation.
Alright, that's good. Rate 2. GNN power on. CMC. For 37 enter 52. Verb 22. Option 3. Okay, let's mark. Mark. 4 balls, 1. 0. Correct, high, 0. GDC align. Roll is like 15 degrees. Like 305, I guess, 310. GNN optics power off. Oh, I forgot. I can mount the optics at deadband max. $21. Melt the optics. Why would we want to melt the optics? I kind of need them. Melt the optics. Alright, dump the wastewater tank. $21.50. Block data update. Block data update. Go ahead and screenshot this. Save as block data 3. Alright, we've got another fuel cell purge coming up here at 2220. Ooh, we might actually get to burn NC1 tonight. Yeah, I think we will. We've got like a little over an hour left. Purge line heater. That's BCM bit rate. 2225. Prelim NC1. Screenshot this. Prelim NCC1. Got an uplink as well. I wonder if this uplink will break. I forgot and left it in uplink from last time. CSM S4 state vectors target load. Okay, uplink, second part of the uplink seems to be going good. I think there's 3 parts to this one. Part 3. block. 7 enter 00. PCM bitrate low. Alright, we'll make a save here. 2235. I think we are going to get into NC2 prep or NCC1 prep tonight. Because this is running P30 for it. P30. Get that maneuver pad up here. Prelim NC1. I think my thing is broken. I'm gonna restart my browser. Hopefully this doesn't crash stream. Nope, I think we're good. Yeah, it still shows. Yep. Alright. I think restarting OBS would crash stream, but I don't think restarting my browser with Twitch control panel will restart stream. I'm still learning all this stuff. 55. 65.5 minus 0.9. 154.4 Pro. Probably propagating us. Yep. 1983. HP matches. Delta V total. Looks good. Pro. Pro. 00. Enter. $22.40. Another fuel cell purge. $42.15. $42.20. $44.20. $44.25. $46.25. $46.35. $47.55. $48. So $49.20. $49.25. $50.45. H2 purge line heater off. Load down. 102. Alright, so once AC roll. Yeah, AC. I don't know. Herb 21, weight from maneuver pad. It is 32,768 pounds, 32,768. Pro. 24. Pitch trim is minus 73, minus 15. Pro. Herb 46, enter. It's the other way. Okay, wait for sunset. Sunset. Deadband minimum. At 1, rate 2. Okay. And again, no, we can get, yeah, we can get stars. Star 3 and star 7. Come on. There we go. Ah. Up 3. What did I say? Stars 3 and 7? We'll go star 7 first, because another star's about to come out from behind the horizon. Seven, enter. Star 7. Ah! There we go. Manual. Mark. I don't like that mark. I don't like that mark either. I don't like that mark. Come on. This star is deceptive. Okay, I don't like that either, but I'm going with it. And I want also star, we'll go star 3. I think I can reach it. Yeah. Close enough, yep. There we go, star 3. GDC alignment. 0 roll. Pitch. Yaw. Yep. Roll is drifting. Okay. GDC is aligned. GNN optics power off. Attitude deadband max. That's right high. Just ordeal. Bleh. So about 305. Looks right. Yeah, the ordeal shows our attitude relative to the local horizon. It's actually kind of interesting. It's just a system that basically drives the ball at a specific rate to match the orbit. It doesn't have any sensor that like actually measures anything, so you have to keep updating it. Where is that? Oh, that's there. Wait for AOS. Yeah. Yeah, re-entry, like, state vectors also are magic, aren't they? Did they change that, or are state vectors still magic in re-entry? State vectors are still magic, yeah. I figured probably. No hate to re-entry. Re-entry is great. There are some things about Apollo that bug me. Come on, are we gonna get AOS? Okay, I'm gonna get a pad for this because I want to see. Pre-advisory data. Map update. Earth. 2320. Interesting. It must not know about that. I'm gonna go ahead and do that step. All right. In 5 minutes, it says it's going to command the tracking lights on for the S4B. I want to look at that. There's the S4B. I wonder if it actually will command them on. Well, I don't see them. That doesn't mean they won't. They didn't then, though. Just ordeal again? 289. That looks close enough. Wait for sunset. Sunset. Do we have a star pair? No. I'm gonna need to roll.
Translation. Rotation.
Chain optics power. It's off CMC. P52. Ah, I did it again. Zero, one. No! 0. There we go. Op 3. Star 2. I'm glad that I don't have to memorize all of the star charts like the astronauts did. Mark? Star 41. Mark. Go. Star 41. Hey, 5 balls. That's the measure of error in the alignment measurement. So obviously 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 is perfect. GDC alignment, I am new. Done this several times. don't know why I'm surprised. Like, it's in there after every P-52, but yeah. Ah! I am going to adjust the altitude this time. .9, 127.3, 145. Verb 83. Ooh, we get to do rendezvous P20. .50. Here we go. Off CMC. P20. CMC auto. Pro. Enter. Pro. Track S4B. I don't think I can see it. Hey, there it is! Heck yeah! I'm not gonna mark on it because that might break things. State vectors can be quite finicky. But the point is, we're tracking it. So that is the upper stage of our launch vehicle, which we are in the process of beginning to chase down to re-rendezvous with. All right, O2 stratification test. O2 heaters and fans off. Wait for tank pressure down to 850. Yeah, pressure's dropping. We're waiting for the oxygen tank pressure to drop to 850. Is that cue card still up? How much time do we have? I'm going to exit this checklist. Okay, it's not down to 850 yet, but I'm going to continue because we need to get this wrapped up. H2O heaters. That's H2 on. Okay, we don't have time for that right now. All right. Heaters off. That's H2. Darn it. On. 3520. 3620. 3720. 38, 20. $39, 20. Okay. I need to get this wrapped up now because we're behind. Zero deadband minimum. SCS. Alright, this burns at 2624. Okay. Save. This is what? NCC1. Alright, uplinks. Accept. Yep. Okay, uplink is going in. Yeah, goodbye bot. Bot bans. I've had one of those per stream so far. Yeah, there's a streamer I mod for, and like every stream will get like, I don't know, 10 of those. Quite annoying. Wow. Well, that's good. Welcome in, welcome in. Okay, wait for comp activity light out. Yep. P30. NC1. Yeah. I guess a lot of people banned that account all at the same time. 26, 24, 55, yep. Delta V's. 65.4, minus 0.9. Yep. Pro. Did that match the pad? NC1. Yes. Pro. Set DET. D. Yeah. Sometimes P20 is not the smartest program. I mean, at least Artemis will keep you from maneuvering through gimbal lock. Personally, I hate that feature, but, you know. I find it highly annoying. I'll put the checklist back there. I'll hide the maneuver pad. CSM, CM, yep, back to CSM. SPS line here, yep, that's good. Delta V, normal. Set. $1586.8. Delta V test. Standby off. Reset. Set delta V cutoff. That is 155.3. $155.3 verified. Delta V CG CSM. CMC auto. P40. Okay, we've got that. CMC Auto Pro. It's honestly a lot easier to do than it sounds. Zero, 311. $25.48, 1929. Okay, that's not that bad.
Translation. Rotation.
All right, roll needs to be 356. I need to manually align roll, I guess. That looks like about 356. Yeah, there we go. Roll. Where is it? Where is it? Roll 356, pitch 5, yaw 359. Okay, that's close enough. Make a save here. How do you fix gimbal lock? So you would run P51. There's two ways. There's the rapid IMU reline. The checklist for that is in the book. Rapid IMU reline. Where is the rapid IMU reline procedure? Rapid, hang on, I've got start check. Standby one for that explanation. Shaft 345.5. Trunnion is 13992. All right, we have a good star check. That is star 32. Yep. Zero manual. Another P-52. Seriously. More P-52s. Mark on the sun. How about not? Am I supposed to rerun P-30? Folgers isn't on. I don't know if I'm supposed to rerun P-30 or not. So we can do GNN power off, or optics power off. Okay, how do we fix gimbal lock? So rapid IMU reline procedure is fly spacecraft to 0 on the GDC ball. Verb 41, noun 20. Enter zeros, course aligned to 0. Verb 40, noun 20. Set the drift flag, which is verb 25, noun 07. Enter. 76, enter. 40000, enter. 1, enter. Set the RESMIT flag. Verb 25, noun 07, enter. 77, enter. 10000, enter. 1, enter. Perform P-52 option 3. And auto optics should work for P-52 option 3. Did you copy all that? It's in the ops checklist. Yeah, kind of a. It's very simple, but it's very wordy to read. All right, we are T-minus 15 minutes to this burn. I am not sure if I'm supposed to rerun P-30 or if I am supposed to not rerun P-30. Let's see, after this maneuver, I'm going to go ahead and follow the checklist as written, which means no rerunning P30, but I will verify that, and if it is wrong, I will refly it. No, it gave me the same attitude. Interesting. CMC Auto Pro. Maybe it doesn't rotate the vector again. Limit cycle on. All right, standing by for 10 minutes. GDC align. Pitch is like 4 degrees. Roll is like 356. Omni Charlie. All right, 5 minutes, 30 seconds is next thing on the checklist. Main bus ties. Again, that ties the batteries into the electrical system.
Translation, rotation.
Verify no MTBC. You have no MTBC. So right now we are preparing for the first engine burn of the mission. Where is my maneuver pad? That's prelim. I want, yeah, there we go, NCC1. Pitch trim minus 70. Yaw trim minus 20. Neutral. Pro. At 1 rate 2. Enter. All right, now we let the computer drive the engine gimbals. Test that. Okay. Direct, main AB. All right. T minus 2 minutes to the burn. Delta V, A and B normal. Actually, after Apollo 7, they stopped turning both bank A and B on for ignition because there is a transient at ignition and your chamber pressure actually goes above 100% rated chamber pressure at ignition if you have both banks. So you just use one set of valves for ignition after Apollo 7. And then once the engine is firing, you bring the other set of valves on. Forward. Okay. We are waiting on the disky. Yes. It's only a few percent, but, you know, they don't want to operate hardware outside its design specs. One minute to the burn. Disky blank. EMS normal.
Translation.
All right, standing by for 15 seconds of ledge. 20. 17, 16, 15. I'll ledge. 7, 6, 5, 9940. Proceeded. 1. Ignition. Shut down. Right on time. Bank A and B off. Gimbal motors, TVC servos. Main bus tie. Pro.
Rotation. Translation. Rotation. Translation.
That's the wrong way. Kind of wacky. I did not. That's scary. Ah, I'm making this worse! Here we go. There we go. Mass function off, standby. At deadband max.
Rotation.
5-1. Tape recorder forward off. Rotor power direct. Wow, that's scary. Duh. See, I don't honestly get the point of, like, config packs that make engines that low reliability. Like, those engines were nowhere close to that unreliable by the time they flew. If that was, like, even somewhat close to realistic, they would have never done Apollo. I don't believe with that level of risk. They would have improved the hardware until they got a good, reliable engine. Wow. All right. I can do this set of tracking. I'm trying to figure out where to stop for tonight. Because I don't want to get into the rendezvous. Yeah. I prefer mods that not make my KSP break even more than it already does. Yeah, overall, it just sounds like a way to make an already very janky game even more janky. There it is. Again, this is the upper stage of our launch vehicle. At 27. Nice. How's the CO2 issue going? And then eventually you just have like a line of spacecraft in orbit waiting to be rescued. Yeah. We really just need like deployable experiments or something. I mean, Bob started working on that with the like the ALSEP stuff for 12. Okay. Well, we'll see how repress goes, I guess. I want to call Verbeat here. I want to see how far we are from this thing. 34 here, now 54 because I 0.01 is the scaling. Yeah. And that means progressively more engines which have a chance of failing. 125 miles. That sounds right. Yep. Okay. That looks right. That sounds right. Now, based on the way he's implementing it, yeah, that sounds right. $27 hours. Yeah. 00. GNN opt power off. $194.6. 132.2. 163. Pro. $231. Almost 232. Okay, 232. Perfect. All right. Save. That save. 2702. Yes, it did. All right. Where is my... There we go. Well, so we made it up through the first rendezvous burn. Yeah, overall, I'd say it went well. No issues. Glad I got the lock stump figured out. So yeah, I am going home for break this next week. I don't know if I'll be able to stream at home. The internet is always bad there. But we'll see. If not, I'll be back. Yes, I would like that. I will be over there shortly. So yeah, if not, it'll be, I guess, that first week in December.